Bienvenue, willkommen, welcome. It is 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. Central European time. You are watching Retrovision here on ESC Fan TV. And tonight we are back to where the year 2000, when the UK was a member of the European Union. The euro was just kind of like a piece of fictional currency that wasn't even a coin you could use in a shop. And when the price of food was a damn sight cheaper than it is now. Joining me, I've got a panel of guests ready to go through the trip down memory lane. As you can see, it's not just me that didn't get the memo. Phil and Michelle are also not wearing a cowboy hat this evening. But joining me off to my left, it's Sean. Good evening, Sean.
Hello, everybody. Oh, no, I can't laugh because this thing falls off. But this is going to be good. Thanks for having me back. And yeah, let's see what happens.
Hey, also joining me, we've got the lovely Donna. Good evening.
Hello, Tom. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's a kind of a cowboy fest, isn't it, this one? But, I came up with the idea first. That's all I'm saying.
Apparently, Donna came up with the idea first. Nothing to do with an act 24 years ago coming up with it, but, just saying. We've also got the lovely Brendan. Good evening, Brendan.
Evening. Hi there, Tom. Hi, everyone. Nice to be back.
We've also got joining us, Mick.
Good evening, everybody. What a rollercoaster year that was.
Hey. And also joining us, it's the lovely Phil and Michelle.
All right. I didn't get the hat memo either. If in doubt, tinfoil it up.
I know. I would put tinfoil in my hair, but I'm a bit follically challenged. Right, guys. 2000. What are our favourite memories of 2000? Let's just set the scene here. Who should we go to first? Phil and Michelle, what were you doing in the year 2000?
Well, actually, as the millennium hit, because of the millennium bug, nobody wanted to fly. I went to Miami for 99 quid because nobody would fly. Free booze there, free booze all the way back. Slept on the beach. Beautiful. Loved it. That is exactly what I was doing in 2000. Oh, I've just remembered, and I got divorced. Not from Phil. No. Some other bloke.
Well, clearly not. Clearly not. Phil, what about you? Year 2000?
I don't know. I can't really remember.
You watching Doctor Who?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
And who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Sean, year 2000. Bring back many memories.
I've got to be honest with you. From kind of the mid-90s to early 2000s, it's all a bit of a blur, to be honest. Sorry. Nothing special.
So we know exactly what you were doing.
Boozing.
Partying the night away, I'm assuming.
Dancing. Watching Eurovision, probably, as well. But I don't know. I turned off at song 3.
I'm just watching that get more and more lopsided. Looks like it's having a stroke on one side. And Donna, what type of music were you listening to in the year 2000?
Oh, God, all sorts of stuff. I mean, for me, that was my graduation year from uni. Yes, I am this old. And I just remember that, our little kind of drunken party at the end of the day was S Club 7, Reach for the Stars, and we were kind of doing it it was raining as well, with an umbrella in whatever togs we were wearing, just doing almost like the monkeys walk down the street with umbrellas, listening to S Club 7. So I mean that's a memory that'll always stay with me. But yeah, I mean we got all sorts in the charts that year, bit of Daft Punk, Spiritualized, Linkin Park were big in the charts, so you've got quite a sound that was quite a mixture of stuff. And yeah, we're still listening to the charts quite a bit then, not so much now. But I think this year we've got some sounds that are actually quite modern, considering what other stuff we get at Eurovision.
I was going to say, Eurovision does seem to find its feet a little bit. Brandon, had you been bitten by the Eurovision bug by this point in time?
I have faint recollections of it because it would have always been on in the background, but I was 4. So
There's always one who's got to
off.
spoil things, isn't it?
Piss off.
I was 4.
yeah, I knew you
Jeez.
wouldn't like that.
Crikey. To be fair, okay, I'm a very distant, and I mean distant second youngest in this because I was 16 and taking my GCSEs. But you know, I was still there. I listened to the Eurovision CD to and from my GCSE exams. That was the life I led. Yes, I was the coolest teenager in the playground, said no one ever. A Mick 2000, many memories.
Well, yeah. This was the year that I didn't actually watch Eurovision because I was in New Zealand visiting friends before I made a career change, a life career change. So I actually only watched it just now for this program. So all those years have gone by without me ever actually watching it. So what a delight that was.
Mick, you missed out for 24 years. You missed
I
out.
know. And all the YouTube loveliness, and I've never even thought of going back. But hey, let's all meet up in the year 2000.
Hey, this was the year, guys. This was the year that Sweden hosted. It went to Stockholm. It went to the Globen Arena. They'd obviously won in 1999. That was the 25th anniversary of ABBA winning Eurovision, if anyone wanted to draw any parallels with hosting in 2024. And this was a modern revelation. Now, normally you would see the winner appear, the previous year's winner, in this case, Charlotte Pirelli, appear somewhere. And where was she? She was nowhere to be seen. Charlotte Nielsen, as she was then, was nowhere to be seen. They wanted her, the whole thing opened with the stadium in darkness. The camera zoomed in and a woman said, "Hello, Europe." And that was what they wanted her to do. And her words were that if they wanted her to stand there like some Miss World, they could go and get Miss Sweden to do it instead. And that was literally it. The contest burst into life with 24 glorious songs. Now, guys, we're going to have to dive straight into this. This is a first for the Eurovision because there are video screens in the backing. Sean, don't get too excited. Modern technology. Okay, they could pick different backgrounds. Okay, this was all brand new. This is technology at its height. Guys, get ready for that trip down memory lane as we look at the first 6 songs in Eurovision 2000.
This crazy roundabout, no goodbye. No more doubting, no more fears, no more cheating, no more tears, no goodbye. No farewell, no goodbye.
Thought we had everything.
Don't play that song again,
reminding me of how it used to be.
Oh yeah. Oh DJ, please don't play that song again.
I wish it could be like before.
No. Oh DJ, please don't play that song again. Don't play that song again. Hold on to your spirit, keep moving every minute. If you give me wings and reason why, and I'll be an angel in your sky. 17 only, once in a lifetime, free my mind. There's a better place always, somewhere else instead. Magic no one
traverser l'océan, poser enfin la main sur toi. On aura le ciel, un peu des anges, les ailes, on s'envole. Un bout d'orange, cannelle, on s'envole. Toi et moi. Un bout d'orange, cannelle, on s'envole. Toi et moi.
From the start, I knew your eyes above my world, a little sun. Now I hear how the wind is playing with the stars of my night, simply because I have you near. Now I hear how the wind is playing with the stars of my night, simply because I have you near.
Six absolute classics there. We had Israel, we had the Netherlands, we had United Kingdom, Estonia, France, and of course Romania. Guys, don't forget, keep the conversation going. Let us know in the comments what you think. Now, in actual fact, we had three of the favourites of the contest in there. We had Estonia, United Kingdom, and the Netherlands were in there. Let's go straight to Donna. What was it about Estonia that grabbed you?
Oh God! Apart from her look, clearly, it just felt like it was something like I was listening to at the time. As we just mentioned, you know, the kind of chart stuff from before. This was one of the ones that was really quite a modern little ballad that was actually quite a nice, fun bop. Actually, I really liked it. She pulled it off really well. Her vocal was strong, and a well-deserved fourth place.
Now, did you spot the former Eurovision winner in the background?
No, who was that, Tom?
Ah, now, if you notice, the video clip did show the close-up of the two backing singers. The one on the left being Tanel Padar, who the following year would go on to sing with Dave Benton and win the contest for Estonia.
Oh, there you are.
There
so
we
he got
go.
that essential practice in, as so many have before.
Exactly. In actual fact, it's the reverse, because in actual fact, normally they tend to go back as backing singers. So if you take, for example, is it Paul Harrington for Ireland went back as a backing singer in 1998. Normally they go back and do the backing singers.
I don't know though, because Suri was already a backing singer, wasn't she? And then she shone for the UK.
That is very true. There we go. There's my first fascinating fact of the evening. Let's go to someone else who's dressed up Purdy, as Terry Wogan said on the night. Let's go to Brendan. Brendan, what do we reckon?
Let's be fair, Estonia was the best. It was absolutely brilliant. As Donna said, it's just timeless. It fits even in now. It's such a brilliant song. And yeah, every time I listen to it, it was stuck in my head again. So, absolute piece of art. Maybe it might be robbed.
Hey. Now, Michelle, as someone dressed up in tinfoil, although admittedly you don't seem to have the big tent, I'm a bit disappointed by that. But the Netherlands, Linda Wagenmakers, what did we think?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it.
No, it was a good song, that.
Yeah.
It's a proper good bop. It's one of those songs that you still hear nowadays, isn't it? Played in the Euro discos and things, the Eurovision disco.
I like the cover up.
We saw her in Amsterdam 2 years ago.
Did we?
Yes,
we did, yeah. I know we did. Yeah. I know we did. I like the fact she was all covered up. I couldn't do because obviously too much PVC and I'm on the turn. It's too hot.
It's quite warm, yeah.
So, you know, I could only do the reveal. I couldn't do the pre-reveal due to age, basically. Oh, it was brilliant. Oh, what's not to like about it? Sean, shut your face.
Sorry.
It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. She sang it absolutely fantastically. And it takes a lot when you're trying to sort of sing and you're always thinking about the reveal. Didn't drop a beat. It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, although where did those two blokes appear from? They suddenly appeared out of it.
Where do you think they were? I
Oh.
always keep two stone men up my frock.
Now, Ian's written here, not sure the Israeli singer could carry a tune if it had a handle on it. Mick, well, did you not have a sneaking admiration for the Israeli entry?
I admired their effort. Singing wasn't their strong point, I'm afraid. It was all out of tune and an utter mess. And as an opening song, you just heart sank if that's how the competition is going. But luckily, it improved, and the mighty France came and rescued the show after Estonia, of course.
Now, of course, Israel were not without controversy.
They weren't indeed.
That I've pulled this out. First of all, they waved the Syrian flag on stage because the members of Ping Pong said they would like to have peace with Arab countries. We want to have fun and not go to war, is what they said. Also, they also were threatened with having to bear all travel expenses as well. And in actual fact, they basically, it made Israel decide that basically the public were going to select their entries in the future. And of course, later on, it turned out that in actual fact, it was a bunch of journalists who'd entered the song in as a joke, as a very controversial joke, who ended up realizing they had to perform on stage. Whoops. Mick, what other songs did you like from that bunch of six?
Well, like everybody, Estonia, but I'm always a sucker for a French ballad, and France came good again. Classic French song, wonderfully performed, beautiful voice, and it just built and built. And that I was in seventh heaven when she finished on that one, and an overlooked musical instrument in Eurovision, I think, is the panpipe. So big up for Romania for getting the panpipe in there. If we can't have accordions, let's have panpipes.
Introduce a musical instrument. Now, of course, I'll bring you up to that French ballad because Sophia Mestari sadly only got 5 points.
I know. Shocking.
Netherlands and Russia providing the points that year, which is a shame because strangely, that song in actual fact is still on my playlist 24 years later.
Yeah.
Sean, we haven't come to you, but what songs did you like out of that?
Oh God, really?
Or what songs would you like to talk to us about?
Okay, right, here we go. Right, quickly. All right, so Israel, what the fuck with that? I'm sorry. I mean, which producer thought that was the best song to start the show off with? Do you know what I mean?
But it wasn't though, was it? This was not the day. This was not producer drawn. Okay. This was everyone sits round with a bucket with a load of numbers in and
raffle
picks numbers
ticket.
out.
Raffle ticket, like the old gay fan club ticket ballot thing.
But it was quite a fun opener, though, don't you think?
shorter.
It's still quite a boppy tune, even though they couldn't really sing it very well.
And it had the first ever same-sex kiss.
I thought that, yeah, I thought it did. I made a note of that, which is, a good point for that, but that's the only thing good about it. Netherlands, I love the dress reveal. If I was her, I'd have farted, though, to be honest. Whilst them two were in there, that would be really funny. Thank Ian for that line, because he thought of that. Now, I've got something to say about Don't Play That Song Again. Nikki French, I'm sorry, but I effing hate it. I can't stand it at all. It's my worst UK Eurovision song ever. I'm really sorry. I know Nikki French is a gay icon and she's got a fantastic voice. It's the song. I hate it. I can't stand it. It gets on my tits. I wish she wouldn't sing it again. I don't like it at all. I think it's my second worst Eurovision song ever.
Oh no!
Second to Molly though. Sorry, I hate it.
Estonia. Sean, just vent, Sean. Get it out. Don't
say what you think.
I'll tell you why you're wrong in a minute, but it's fine.
This is where Tom suddenly reveals that she's in the background waiting to come on to the show.
She's done some fantastic stuff. That Totally Shit When I Thought cover was brilliant. Whatever song, you know what I mean. Estonia though, fabulous song. Absolute Eurovision classic. One of my favourites of the night. France, Jorn, and Romania. I could not understand a bloody word he was singing. What an annoying voice. I hate it.
Tom, do you think there was another first there? I don't know, but going back to the Israeli entry, but I don't know if anybody else saw it, but the creepy bald guy, there was lots of inappropriate touching.
Yes,
yeah,
Nick. Yes, there was a very close-up, uncomfortable moment on her shoulder, wasn't there?
Very uncomfortable. Yeah,
but we had Paul Oscar and PVC in 1997 for Iceland.
Yeah, but that wasn't inappropriate.
And it also looked consensual. This one didn't necessarily.
Yeah, true. Neil's just said there are worse UK entries than that one, Sean. And Still in Love with You.
No, I love that. My first live Eurovision, 2015. I love that.
Jesus.
Love
I can't even begin.
Marianne. Yeah.
Dan Sampson.
Let's just say everyone's going to have a much worse song or a better song, aren't they? So, if that was your worst, then...
to be fair,
Why do you like Nikki, Tom?
I'm going to trot the same thing out. I really liked Nikki French's song. I thought it was brilliant. The inner gay inside myself that had yet to actually come out. Really enjoyed it. The only thing is I loved her outfit from the national selection so much. I didn't get why she had to wear the purple jacket. I wanted that blue sparkly jacket, that fabulous, almost like mother at a party waving flags kind of look, because I just thought it looked fabulous. I think she tried too hard. There we go.
Again, like with the song though, Tom, it was almost of the time. It was actually quite modern. You'd still got the long jacket thing was really in, and this kind of like almost belly dancer top that she was wearing. And can I just say, for her age, she was ripped. That stomach was amazing. Absolutely.
But that's the point, isn't it? For her age, but she did that, but then the hair didn't really. And I love Nikki.
If she'd have done the back comb like most people had done that year, the whole big back comb thing, then she would have nailed it,
But anyway, I also liked Estonia and I loved France. France, I still love. It helps me get through my GCSE French, which I may or may not have been trying to revise for at the time, which is probably why I was practicing my pronunciation by listening to the French entry and the Belgium entry, more on that later, on a loop. Anyway, guys, we are 6 songs down, and we've listened to 3 of the favourites. Okay, the UK was 9-2, Estonia was 12-1, the Netherlands was 14-1. Okay, this is, we're already knocking the favourites off here, but let's take a look at 6 more. There's some special ones here, guys. You have been warned. Try to guess which one's my favourite.
Deep in my heart, it's desire to love. Deep in my soul, it's desire to grow. Deep when we kick the feeling that can't remove. Deep in my heart, it's desire to love. Deep in my soul, it's desire to grow. Saturday and sunshine. Suddenly I saw. sorrivo, lo sai, è la fiamma no mi sai cambiare, it's destined to be right. Tell me twice, tell me there is no compromise. Together all the time, with you by my side, I'm on a roller coaster ride. Tell me once, tell me twice, tell me there is no compromise. We'll be together all the time.
Six more classic songs. We had Malta, Norway, Russia, Belgium, Cyprus, Iceland, and we've also got a very generous donation there. Can't forget Israel 2000. There was a documentary made about the group and their journey. Hang on, it's been taken off the screen. Hang on 1 second. Let's just put that back. Oh, there we go. The guy who looked like Jarvis Cocker was a journalist and released many interesting songs. And my favourite comment on this, and I'm sure, Michelle, this is aimed at you. Spend the donation on gin to get through listening to 1999. If you do that next, you'll need it. Michelle needs no encouragement. Thank you so much. I'm also going to pull up this one. Belgium Lady is off key. Very sharp. 2 points worth of sharp from Macedonia, who coincidentally gave no points to the winner either. Just saying, in the general scheme of things, Macedonia thought that Natalie Source was better than the Olsen brothers. Just throwing it out there. Anyway, I should really get to my panel. Mick, since you've got a tattoo on your arm and you can show it off for all and sundry, what did you like out of those six?
Well, yeah, Iceland, very, very, very boppy. Cheesy pop. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And yeah, Iceland can do that kind of thing. In the sleep, really. I think. But I think for me, out of this bunch, I actually quite like Cyprus. That was more of a theatre song build-up. But I really thought they had the chemistry which I felt Iceland lacked a little. They didn't seem to gel together, the Icelandic duo, really. But yeah, he had a nice tattoo and he's easy on the eyes, so that's always a good thing. So, but yeah, Cyprus, I think, was the one for me that was outstanding. It did a good build-up, and again, Cyprus, they can be classy when they want to be. It's not all just pop with them. And I thought they went a different avenue that year, and I thought it was a good way to go for them.
Thanks for that, Mick. I've just seen an interesting comment come through on our chat as well. Macedonia was using a jury in 2000 and were possibly being paid for votes. Allegedly, we can neither confirm nor deny. They even gave Israel a vote. I'm just going to let that sit with my panel. Michelle was open-mouthed at that point in time. It means she gets to go next. What did you think of that lot?
Well, I know you said yesterday that you thought the Maltese song sounded like something that could have been out of The Lion King. It was very Disney.
It was. I was expecting, it's like... It was Disney. It was absolute pure Disney. And I can't remember when The Lion King came out. And it was definitely... I had a child in 92, 96. So I'm not sure if it was like 98-ish. That The Lion King... Oh my God, was it? Right, turns out I'm older than I thought I was. But yeah, it was Lion King. Without a doubt. Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah, My Heart Goes Boom and Tell Me More were both great bops. They were both great bops. They're fantastic songs. This is
They
the topic I
were
love.
they were
They were good, weren't they?
absolutely. You're going to go mental at the club when they come on. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All I can hear is tinfoil rattling in my ear. It's really annoying.
But yeah, I think those were certainly my favourites.
Yeah, Malta was ace. I
Yeah.
loved Malta.
Yeah.
I
love
like.
Malta.
You know what? The only shame of it with Malta is that they do an amazing intro on stage, and I love the intro they did on stage, but they never replicated it on the studio version. It's something they actually took to Stockholm with them, especially performance, because I have the studio version on the Eurovision album, and it's totally different. And
No
he's
way.
not- yeah,
Oh, that seems a bit odd that they would do that. Why would they do that?
it's not uncommon though, because if you take Blue, for example, in 2011, they basically took a totally different version of their song.
Yeah, we never mention that. Don't mention it ever again, Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't talk about Blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-da. Sean,
Hiya.
I think you stopped your beard from having a stroke. So,
Well, take it away. These.
yeah, what did we think?
I might be apologising again to you all about half an hour because I think the sun's about to go down over there, and with all these mirrors on here, I think I might end up doing a few viewers' cataracts if. So these songs I think these are a better 6 than the first 6, to be honest. Malta, it's a fab little uplifting number. Although she does look a little bit psychotic, I've got to say. It does look like she's going to like grab your bunny and boil it on the hob or something at a minute's notice, doesn't she? But a really strong vocal and a good song. Again, Norway, a fab pop song, very well sung. My heart goes boom. Absolutely love it. Russia, another strong song. I mean, these are all really good, apart from the Cyprus one. I'm not really a fan of that one. To finish off, Iceland, I thought it was a brilliant song, fun, catchy, really, really liked it. It's a much stronger 6 songs than the first batch.
Oh, interesting. That is fighting talk. I'm going to have to bring Brendan on in that. Is it a stronger 6 songs?
Yeah, you can't beat Estonia, but yeah, definitely a better 6 songs. I think Russia's the one that stands out for me. I don't see there's a lot of hate when you look around about it. It's always been in my playlist since I can remember, and I could never point out what year it was in. To be fair, it seems to fit in every year. It's such a good song. It's so brilliant. It's timeless. Yeah, I just love it. It's absolutely brilliant. Again, I agree with Sean about Cyprus. Really don't get that one. Cyprus usually have a good song, but not that year.
Not a lot of love for Cyprus. Donna, are you sharing any Cypriot love here? I mean, where's Oban when you need him?
I know exactly. And
where is Oban when you need him?
Well, I think he's at the Euros actually at the minute, but or he's enjoying it, certainly. No, I don't think this is definitely the worst one in this particular group. I quite like a bit of Cyprus, and it's one of those cultural orgasm moments, isn't it? I think, it's a bit more kind of in the traditional line of Cyprus than what we're used to right now, but I quite like that. It's a nice little song. Malta, I love that as well. I kind of wish they'd go back to that kind of style, actually. It feels more of the place, this particular one. And yeah, it does sound a bit Lion King-ish, very Disney. But I much prefer that to some of the more recent ones that we've had from Malta, I've got to say. Norway, Russia, and Iceland. Well, they're all of the time. They're very modern, way ahead of their style. I think I guess the end of the 90s, early 2000s had a real strong style, and it was quite nice to see that they're a bunch that came out and did it of the period, a song of the period. And Norway particularly, I don't know, somebody please tell me, were Norway, the Charmed group, were they a hit in the UK? Because I seem to remember them, and obviously Bewitched were really big at the time, and they just remind me of Bewitched totally. I love that song. Again, one of my favourites, easily in my top 5 and still in my playlist now. My Heart Goes Boom. It's a cheesy classic. And Iceland, I completely forgot it was Iceland that actually did that song. Love that song. And it was so nice to be reminded of it again.
Well, do you know what? I'm just looking up to see if they did actually make the UK chart. And I don't think, I'm looking at this, I don't think they did. However, I think you might have heard it from me enough times.
It's a great song, though.
For it to create a false memory in your head. Because
Tom.
undoubtedly, my favourite song in that batch is Norway, My Heart Goes Boom, another song that sticks on the playlist. Euro Tally wants to say what happened to Russia between 1997 and 2000. Massive difference between Soviet era song of 97 and modern style in 2000. I'm going to give you a one-word answer to this because it's the only word I can think of that was the big change in Russia between 1997 and 2000. Putin. So moving on from that, I will also say with this is that let's spare a little thought for Belgium. Belgium went into the contest with better odds than a lot of countries. They were about 9th or 10th favourite. You could get a very respectable 16-1 on Belgium, who finished 24th. They finished last. They got 2 points from Macedonia. I'm sorry. I just had to throw it out there. But yeah, come on. There were some decent songs there. Right, guys, are we ready for 6 more? Everyone's like, yeah, look at
Go on then. Give us some more, Tom.
Come on, there's some amazing songs here. Right, you ready? You ready?
De un sueño. Navego libre por mis pensamientos, que no me bajen de aquí, colgado de un sueño. In the summer night, when the moon shines bright, feeling love forever. There's just one more thing I'd like to add. She's the greatest love I've ever had. Fly on the wings of love. Fly, baby, fly. Fly on the wings of love. Fly, baby, fly. Fly on the wings of love. On the wings of love. Du-du-da, du-du-da. Da hat da was sonst keiner hat. Oder hat auf das, was da hat. Du-du-da. And I'm so curious, I just wanna know where you live. Du-du-da.
Che mi crede
face in the field. Show me the way to go. Let me fight with my body and soul. Let me be the native son with freedom in my heart. Life will never be the same. The spirits are calling my name. My
There we go. Spain, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, Croatia, and Sweden, rounding out that group of 6. Quick question for my panel. Right, when you watch this, cast your mind, who actually watched this live in 2000?
I honestly can't
Brendan,
remember
shut
if I
up.
did.
We don't want to hear from you. We know.
I think I
We
did.
know you were only 4. There is no need for that. Who watched it live in the year 2000?
I haven't a clue. Probably, but I can't
There's
remember.
a couple of you, right? Of those of you that watched it live, did any of you actually pick out Denmark as the winner from that performance? No, because I didn't
No.
either.
I thought it was a good song, but no, I wouldn't have called that as a winner.
No.
And-
It was,
Go on, carry on, Phil.
I was just to say, it didn't really stand out. I mean, songs these days to win, you've really got to grab people, and that just sort of sounded a bit safe to me. I mean, it was a solid performance, but it didn't give you goosebumps, did it? Not like, say, Germany.
And yeah, that bloke who looked miserable.
Oh,
The one on the
guy-
left, he was miserable as
He
shit.
looks angry.
He was like, why am I here? What am I doing? Why do I have to play this
Fly
guitar?
on the wings of love.
Yeah, he had a right, like, yeah.
It sort of
he
reminded
was
me a
happy.
bit. It reminded me a bit of the bloke on the Will Ferrell films. You know,
No.
no, the one he does like Talladega Nights. The other one. You don't know what I mean, do you? All right, fair
No,
enough.
no idea.
No idea. No idea what
Oh.
I'm talking about. Shut up then.
So Neil's put, am I going to be the only one who thought Denmark deserved to win? In hindsight, Neil,
Yes,
I
he
thought
is.
Denmark actually probably did deserve to win.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm also going to point out the fact that on the night, I just really didn't actually put it down as the winner. It didn't get the top spot for me, and I've waited 24 years for some self-validation from my panel, who've told me exactly the same thing. It's an emotional moment. Anyway, we also had there Spain being represented for the second time by Stefan. No, oh, his name's actually gone from my head now.
Seraphim.
Seraphim, there we go. I should have written that bit down instead of the facts that I wanted to go through. And then also one of the rare examples of a conductor of Eurovision actually going on to represent their country in Eurovision. Stefan Raab, having represented Germany in 1998 by conducting the song Gildo hat ik lieb, coming back to perform his hit Vada Hada Duda Da. And Sean, Vada Hada Duda Da?
Vada hada doo da. Oh my god, it's a classic. What a performance. But what's that intro all about? Oh my god, he's real. I mean, it's just crazy, isn't it? It's just the most bonkers start to a Eurovision song ever. But I mean, I could not dress up as him tonight when it was Retrovision. I had to do it. Amazon shares have gone up considerably since I put my order in for little tiled mirrors. But it was such a fab, fun song. And Stefan Raab's a Eurovision legend, as we know. You know, he's been a conductor, he's been a performer, he's given out the votes. He's done. Oh, it's just a Eurovision legend. Sweden again. You know, When Spirits Are Calling My Name, a good, strong song. Songs that shall we say, whatever genre you would call it, in Melody Festival on almost every year, and this time it won, and yeah, it's a good song. Oh, good heavens. Denmark. I mean, you know, you were talking about the winning song there. It's definitely stand out as one of the top songs of the night. It's such a well constructed song. I mean, yeah, there's no bells and whistles on it, but it just goes to show if you put a good strong song in Eurovision and just sing it, it can win. And it was just brilliant. It's one of the best Eurovision winners of all time. Dance remix a few years later as well, which went global. It's just a fantastic song. I really, really like Flying the Wings of Love. I think it's absolutely brilliant. What else? I don't know. I think that's probably about it, to be honest. Yeah. Over to you, Tom.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna bounce straight to Brendan. Brendan,
Sorry,
I mean,
coming off.
I'm a bit disappointed. I'm going to be honest, because I thought out of everyone tonight, because you've got a bit of facial hair going on, I thought you could have got the native Indian gear on. As said here, culture on stage for Sweden, Sami Native American Inuit. I thought you could have had like the feathers going up. I thought, you were a shilling.
It could have, but I had a cowboy hat that happened to be green, and I don't do fancy dress, so cosplay, Michelle.
Oh, Brendan, you could have greyed up your beard and come with one of the Olsen brothers.
Yeah, that's another one. Maybe I'll get better with time. I'm new to all this. The songs, yeah, I think Denmark's timeless. Denmark should, and definitely the winner of the night. Obviously it did. But I absolutely love Switzerland. It's such a lovely ballad, doing a fantastic voice, and just overall a beautiful song. And I think that should have done a bit better, to be fair.
Yeah, 14 points, came 20th in the end. Only got points from the Netherlands, from Russia, and then 2 from Finland and 1 from Austria. Almost like I've got the table in front of me.
Yeah, I suppose it says it all, doesn't
it? Who should I go to? Let's go to Donna, and then I'll go to Mick. Donna, I mean, what did we think about Croatia?
Well, I was getting total Michael Bolton vibes from that. I actually really liked that song. I thought it was a solid entry. But yeah, I suppose not as recent as some of the others, but he was a good singer. Solid song. Yeah, happy with Croatia that year. He was definitely not the worst one in my group of that particular set of 6. Yeah, it's a safe bet though. I think it's a nice sort of rocky ballad, isn't it? And I suppose it was the rockiest number we got in the whole competition that year. But yeah, great vocalist, solid song. Totally deserved its points.
Do you know what? I'm trying to think. It wasn't Croatia. I must be thinking of another one. This was the start of the era. That era that didn't last too long, where people would start off in one language and somehow, by the time they got to the final 30 seconds, finish in English. We've got a couple of examples coming up for you. Just see if you can spot them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, they're in the video clips. Eurotally says he's been. I'm assuming this is about Stefan Raab. He's been to America and said, if I can make it there, I'm never going back to Germany again. And tonight, here he is, back again. That's because tomorrow he thought he could do tonight again. Mick, what do you think?
Donna, sorry, I do apologise. I nearly choked there. Croatia for me, Balkan ballad queen. I'm there every time, and that Living Rock was like mesmerising. And then a reveal, the rock lives, absolutely wonderful. And I quite like the Spanish singer. That was a lovely sort of a ballad as well. And at least we got Italian with the Swiss entry, so that was good. And talking of backing singers, did everybody see Albano as this backing singer for Switzerland?
Yes, God.
Why was
the first thing I zoomed in on.
Yeah.
Why was he made to stand by himself, though? Why wasn't he with the other backing singers? He was like
Nobody
he
liked
was
him.
quarantined.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a
I think
reputation, Phil.
out of those, and I'm afraid the two worst songs in that one were Sweden and I'm sorry, but Germany. I mean, everybody
No.
knows what I think of rap, and rap in German. God, no. Sorry.
It was Daz Sampson with a jazzier outfit, wasn't it, Mick? That's what that
Yeah.
was.
I mean, Sean, pulls it off a lot better.
Well, it has been said.
Oh, wow. Do you know what? I'm going to go to Phil and Michelle.
Yeah. I thought. I mean, I love Germany. I mean, the whole song, the Vada Hada Do Da is like it's like a contraction of Was hast du da, and all the song's about what have you got there, and it never quite explains what he's talking about. I mean, there's a line mentions something like, "Is it bald or does it have hair?" But if you look at the Google Translate, it's all a little bit suggestive. I mean, the rap's very sort of tongue twistery, but yeah, it's a little bit double entendre.
There's no double entendre about does it have hair down there?
It doesn't say down there. It doesn't say down there.
Right. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. I've got no hair on my forehead. All right.
And
carry on, love.
I want to say about the Swedish song as well. Did you notice the guy with the stick? There was a guy in the back, and he got a big stick, and he didn't really dance with it. He was just like, "Look at my big stick. I've got a big stick." It was very strange.
Phil
if you've got a big stick, you've got to win it about.
Yeah, Phil was obsessed with the man with the big stick.
Yeah,
it's like, in fact, Phil now is seeking a big stick.
I'm not.
He is. He is.
If you have a big stick, please advertise it in the comments.
No, just no.
No,
please
don't.
Mr. Nath. I'll take him to the forest and get him a big stick. It'll be fine.
It wasn't even Mr. Neff at this point in time, wasn't it? It was is it Christine Marshall Ortez or something? I remember her well. Not.
She was the one that advertised the CD that year.
She was. She was like, "Get this CD," and I was like, "I've already got it," but I had to phone up some weird Turkish music shop in London and get my parents to pay on their credit card, which they weren't too happy with doing because online buying wasn't really the thing at the time, and I was only 16 years old. But I did get the CD, and it has pride of place in my music collection.
I did, but it took me a few years to get it. Definitely didn't get it in the year 2000.
Oh, it's that. Do you know what? And it is. So I'm so sorry for viewers at home. I'm just taking my own trip down memory lane. It's just when I had my GCSEs and you had to catch the bus to school because like you only had like an afternoon exam, and I'd walk along Villa Road with my Discman in my pocket and my headphones in, and I was listening to Eurovision. Like all the cool kids. Right, guys, we've got 6 songs left. Remember what I said about songs suddenly transferring to English? It's like a TARDIS translation. See if it works for you.
Make
stars are watching us so far. If my star will fall or disappear at all, I'll always start till the end of my days, and my heart's gonna lead me through so many ways. Be my runaway bride. You have to ask, and how so? The snow in the summer or so. Be my runaway bride. Damla bir yana Değimin sısısı Kapıyor musun hala bana gözlerini yorgunum valla Renkleri soluyor sevgisiz anılarım Do you hear the sound of silence the moment I don't wanna talk and cry Do you really close your eyes don't you see I'm weary tell me why Allah beni Liberated voices crying freedom, celebrating the new millennium of love, where our footprints leave a harvest for the children, man's inhumanity to man. I believe in the new millennium of love. We all have the answer.
The middle of something special. I've never felt this way before. Take me, my baby. Hold me for all time and never leave me. Let me be your one and only. Love me like you do. Let me give my love and all to you. Take what's wrong and make it right. I really need you. Feel you. Wrap me in your arms. Let me give my love and all to
Macedonia, Finland, Latvia, Turkey, Ireland, and Austria completing the selections of songs for Eurovision 2000. Oh, did the TARDIS translation matrix work for you guys as well? Did you hear Macedonia and Turkey switch to English there? I have to say, for Macedonia, it didn't make him sing in tune anymore, did it? Whew. There was some interesting keys found there. Still to be found again. Phil and Michelle, what were your favourites?
Obs Latvia.
Yeah, Latvia was brilliant. The guy with the starry eyes like that.
Oh my God. No, starry eyes, my arse. It was off his tits.
I was going to say, can we have the conversation? What concoction of drugs do we think he was on?
Right. So Latvia, this was the first year Latvia entered. And they went, do you know what? We don't give a shit. Let's just test the waters. Let's send somebody that's off the tits.
He didn't just test the waters, he tested the chemicals as well.
He did. And
Yeah.
He tested the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. And let's just see if anybody notices. Or we're just, first year, we're going to take the piss. Off you pop.
But to be fair, it worked. It was a good song.
He came third.
Yeah, it was a good song. I loved it as well.
It was really good, but he had no idea where a camera was, what was going on, what his legs were doing, what day of the week it was.
To be honest, I thought
Perfection.
it reminded me a little bit of Cliff Richard's legs in Power to All Our Friends, because they went all over the place as well.
Yeah, but Cliff Richard wasn't off his tits.
No, he wasn't. No.
Oh
He's
my God,
good
Phil.
clean living boy he was.
I need to have a word with Phil.
Yeah. Can I just say about Turkey? I love an accordion at Eurovision. Always like an accordion.
No shit, Sherlock.
And Ireland, those lyrics, there was every single cliche you could possibly think of in there.
It was shit.
For the new millennium, for the children.
Oh my God.
We need to just talk about Ireland briefly, because Ireland in 2000 came sixth. The dizzy heights of which position they weren't going to reach again until they went with the total polar opposite of nauseating with Bambi Thug this year.
Yeah. And to be honest, I think Bambi Thug did a far better song than that. That was dreadful.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know enough of that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my
It
god!
kind of made Love Love Peace Peace sound more like a serious song than that did.
Ireland was shocking, absolutely shocking.
But I loved Austria. The Rounder Girls. They were slightly unfortunate name.
The
but
Rounder Girls,
Rounder
get a
than
grip. No, you're not Rounder.
Get a better name than that, surely. But that was a good song. It was a great song. Loved it.
I was really upset at their names.
Could we just kind of share? I just want to share my favourite lyric from Millennium of Love because I think it's just.
No.
How was it? I lit a candle in a dream I thought I heard.
Right.
Yeah, it went downhill from there.
Oh
really,
my
didn't it?
fucking god! It's shocking.
It's like if you told AI to write a song but not about polar bears, it'd come up with that.
Oh. Woo. Do you know what? I love talking to the pair of you, but we're going to have to move on. We're going to have to get some more people in on this one. Let's go to Mick.
Yes. Well, I'm with Phil and Turkey accordion. Yeah. Oh, that's my cultural highlight there. And Latvia, I think that's probably how I dance when I've had a few chemicals or even alcohol. I think my legs go the same way. Yeah, what a debut! I think that's just brilliant, and I think Latvia is still a classic from that time. Better than their winner, I think, to be honest. Finish off with Motown, Rounder Girls. Come on, yeah, good way to finish the show after the diabetes-inducing Irish song. God help us. But yeah, Rounder Girls. Yeah, they get my vote. Accordion with Turkey, Latvia, and that shirt. I think I've still got a shirt like that in my wardrobe. I should have worn it tonight.
We're saying better than Latvia's winner of 2002, a contest that actually they didn't actually qualify for and only got in because I think Portugal it was that dropped out. And didn't go, and so therefore they were next on the list, and so they only went.
Yeah, Portugal are in my bad books for that.
They were the Kelvin Fletcher of Eurovision. There's a Strictly Come Dancing reference for non-UK audiences. Right, let's move on. I'm going to go to Donna because she looks like she's about to choke on an olive.
I was almost joking, but not on an olive.
Oh
dear
Donna,
me!
Come on. Give us some classics.
Oh my god!
What were your thoughts? Was your TARDIS translation matrix working all right?
Oh god! Do you know? I'd rather put Scramble, on that Macedonian entry. Jesus, I'm sure the studio version was actually much better. And when it came to the chorus, it was great. Really cheesy, almost in the "My Heart Goes Boom" area. It was really good. When they got it together, they were together, but don't let them sing individually ever again.
What I like is the fact that in that live version, that final note, they're clearly meant to sing it like a half an octave higher than they actually do.
Yeah.
Your ear is ready for it, and they go that way instead of that way. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's up there with Gemini, isn't it? That really, it never came off the way they wanted it to, but it still got great votes though. Oh well, just goes to show, doesn't it? The Finnish ballad, I like that. I like that Finnish ballad. It's very safe, but it's lovely, and we've come a long way since then, haven't we? Now from that to Carrier.
I made notes on the Finnish ballad earlier.
All right.
To know, because Finland does that typical Eurovision thing. It's a bit like Liam Riley from 1990, Somewhere in Europe, when she references lots of European countries in the hope that they'll vote for them. Yeah. So I decided to do the comparison. Did she mention them and did they vote for her?
Okay, what were your results?
Goes, France, Spain, Berlin, Prague or Rome. Could be Amsterdam or Bern, Sweden or UK. Well, it was only the Netherlands and Sweden that gave her any points.
Oh, well.
To be fair, it didn't work for Dustin the Turkey either.
No.
That is not.
So definitely notes to be had. Don't just list countries in the hope that they're going to vote for you.
Put them on like did.
No.
It was Estonia and Romania were the other places that voted for Finland that year.
Oh, okay. And not even neighbours. So, that's quite good. At least it was something a bit different. But, I'll give them some love. I quite like that. I thought she got a solid vocal as well. Ireland, oh dear. Oh dear. Bless him. But, do you know, don't take this the wrong way, Michelle, but his vocal reminded me a lot of Johnny Logan. It's just the song itself that was terrible. Oh, no.
Yeah. No! You are deluded, Donna. And I will drive up to Scotland and have a discussion with you.
I mean, if he had a better song, he could have done much better.
No.
He had a good vocal, and he'd already had experience from being a backing vocalist in '95. So, it stood him in good stead. Somebody obviously liked it.
That well-known Irish hit from 1995 about the one year of the 90s where they didn't win.
Well, yeah, sadly. All right, enough. But no, that one wasn't one of my favourites. I mean, out of any of the contests, it had to be Latvia. I absolutely love Brainstorm, and Reynard was just his own kind of bonkers. I mean, and that song, I just love it. It's still on my playlist to today. I still want to go and see them live, and I still haven't achieved it yet. Love it. Well-deserved third place, and God, Latvia, please don't leave, because we love your special kind of weirdness. We really do. And yeah, it's still
There is
I love it.
there is still time there, and where is it? I've just lost the comment. I was gonna. Oh, there we go. What is it with Baltic men and looking stoned on stage? Latvia 2000, Lithuania 2002, and Estonia 2016.
Oh,
Maybe
Latvia
it's
2024, actually, because I thought Don's was his own special kind of stariness.
Well, there is also that. But then he did qualify, which was more than we thought he would do.
Well, that's true.
Lee's already given us his top 5. Estonia, Malta, Latvia, Norway, and Turkey. And thank you so much for the 10 quid. You are helping stock up Michelle's gin funds. No wonder she's smiling. Let's go to Brendan, and then I'll go to Sean. Brendan, your thoughts on the final 6?
Macedonia, their vocals are awful, but isn't it so bad it's good? There's just something about it that kind of draws me in. Maybe that's my own type of crazy. Maybe. But
maybe it's because somewhere deep down that song scarred a 4-year-old.
Quite possibly.
It'd explain a lot.
Thank you, Sean.
That's our TikTok clip for Friday.
I'd rather say that Latvia was that for me. And he's so weird. He's cool in my eyes. He's absolutely brilliant. Ireland, it felt like it lasted a millennium. So, yeah. And how dare you mention Johnny Logan's name in the same line as him, Donna? No, that's it.
I'm sorry. I just mentioned the vocal. Nothing about the song.
Unforgivable.
Yeah,
I think the others were pretty dull for me.
Filling up my drink, but it's the mention of Ireland's song that's driving me to the drink. I'm sorry. Sean.
Yo.
Let's bring some sanity back to the conversation.
What are you coming to me for?
Not quite sure how we're going to do it, but you got a selection there. You got Fyrom, you've got Finland, Latvia, Turkey, Ireland, Austria. What one was your favourite?
Latvia, without a doubt, an absolutely stunning song. It is absolutely epic. I mean, I love his delivery of the song. I love his character. And the song itself is so like whimsical and endearing, and it's in my top 20 Eurovision songs of all time. It is an absolute classic and definitely my favorite of the night. Absolutely love it. I didn't know they were still together, Donna, and if they are, and if they do have a tour, I'll come with you because I'd love to see them. And in fact, I'm going to look up some of the other songs this week as well, maybe.
Well, I mean, just to interject, I know you're in full flow, Sean, and I do apologise, but you know who were big fans of Brainstorm, weren't you?
Go on, who?
Based their entire act. It's Southern Lights, who represented Latvia last year.
Okay, cool. All right.
Massive fans of Brainstorm, based their act on Brainstorm, and when they did their acoustic set at Lush in Liverpool last year, they actually performed some Brainstorm songs as well.
One of Ian's favourite songs of last year. Yeah. Wow. North Macedonia, I mean, God, everybody was out of tune all the time. I don't think I've seen a Eurovision song where everybody's out of tune for the whole 3 minutes. It was,
apart from Israel.
I mean, it was kind of like, no, this is next level. It's kind of like it was off some sort of satire kind of sketch show like Smack the Pony. It's that bad. It was terrible. This is Mickey about to sneeze, by the way, so that's coming off.
Sean?
Yes.
Did North Macedonia deserve more points than Nicky French? Because they got more points than Nicky French.
Yes.
Can we just say this? I mean, not that we ever wish to say that voting might have gone on in such a underhand fashion, but Macedonia got 2 points from Belgium, 7 from Norway, but got 10 points from Romania and 10 points from Croatia.
Wow.
And I just thought I'd leave that there.
Oh, gosh. Well, anyway, no, crazy. Ireland, talking about sort of lazy cliche.
Oh, Sean, you've got some big problems with your mic because you keep cutting out. Oh, lovely.
Gutted. Can you hear now?
So, we don't know what your punchline was, but apparently it was funny. No, we can't hear you now.
I hear me now. No, I can't hear.
You keep ducking in and out, love. Sorry.
I'll tell you what, we'll give you some time to sort out your technical difficulties.
Okay.
My favourite from that, obviously, Latvia. It's a classic. But to be fair, I did have a sneaking admiration for Finland at the time. And Macedonia, I'm going to agree with Donna because the studio version actually is far better, but doesn't include the TARDIS translation matrix. Ireland, Jesus, where do I start? With a sick bucket, potentially. That's basically it. Sorry, Eamon. But to be fair, you got sixth, and that was something Ireland could have built upon. Instead, I dressed someone up like a used car salesman the following year and got relegated. Dun, 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 dun. Sean.
Hello.
You sound better now.
Good.
Let's come back to you.
I was saying about the Ireland lyrics, where our footprints leave a harvest for the children. I mean, what's all that about? Oh, anyway, just a quick note on Turkey. Good song of a broad bit. Kind of like someone riding down a street while singing. You know what I mean?
Sean, that microphone is not working out for you.
Okay.
You moved, and all of a sudden, it's gone again. Do you know what, guys? We are 75 minutes in. I'm going to pull up this because I think this is actually quite interesting. Look at the votes Romania got and who they gave votes to. Taxi basically got 0 if they hadn't traded. Winky face. We couldn't possibly comment at all, but they did give Russia 12, Macedonia 10, Croatia 8, Malta 7, Estonia 6. 5 votes went to Spain, 4 to Finland, 3 to United Kingdom, 2 to Ireland, and 1 to Cyprus. What can we say? Right, guys. speaking of voting, whilst we're waiting for Sean to get himself sorted, let's take a look at the vote and the winner as we start to look at where our favourites came. There we go.
12 points from Israel goes to Denmark.
Denmark, 12 points.
Denmark. Denmark gets the 12 points. Denmark, 12 points.
Denmark, 12 points.
Denmark. Denmark, 12 points.
12 points to Denmark. Denmark, 12 points.
Looks like we're going to Copenhagen next year.
And we thank all the Swedish population for giving us such a support. It has really been fantastic, and it wouldn't be possible without you. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thanks to all the owners in Europe. Thank you very much.
Fly on the wings of love. Fly, baby, fly. Reaching the stars above. Touching the sky. On wings of love.
And as Lee commented, the late great Terry Wogan said that could do it. 2 men, 2 guitars. I've got a sneaking regard for that one. And he did. He did make a comparison between the Irish entry of 1994 that got a record-breaking 226 points at the time with Paul Harrington and Charlie McGettigan, Rock and Roll Kids, and that song just as it came onto the stage and was proved absolutely right. Now, let's not forget, this was seismic for Denmark because Denmark had not actually won since 1963 with Dans Vies. So this was absolutely massive for them to secure the first victory of the 21st century. And obviously they've won again since then. But what I'm interested in is my panel's top 5. Do they agree with where these countries finished? Now, just because I know it flashed on the screen very briefly, and I want to give my panel some time to make up their minds on this. Denmark came first. They were closely 40 points behind, in fact, followed by Russia with Alsu and Solo. Latvia, Brainstorm, My Star came third. Chasing them into 4th place was Estonia, Inez, Once in a Lifetime, who in actual fact was the highest finishing favourite, if you can call it that, of the night. Denmark winning at 20-1. The favourites, UK, Ireland, Germany, Iceland and Malta, nowhere to be seen. And in 5th place was Germany, Vada Hadududada. Panel, what were your top 5 of 2000? And, you know, do you reckon they would have been your top 5 in 2000? Let's take a look. I'm going to start with Sean.
Can you hear me?
I can. Just don't move.
Okay, so quickly, my top 5, just in case my mic cuts out. 5, Germany. Okay. 4th, Norway. My heart goes boom. 3rd, Estonia. Fantastic song. 2nd, Denmark. And my favourite, by a long way, Latvia.
Hey, thanks, Sean. Brendan, your top 5.
5 Malta, 4 Latvia, 3 Russia, 2 Denmark, and 1st Estonia.
Lovely. Mick, got to put yourself off of mute, though, my friend.
I've had to put these on because I can't see with them other things there. Gosh, I've had to do a quick look. I think Turkey was 5 for me. then Croatia, and then I think I'll be going France, and I've lost it, Latvia and Estonia for number 1.
Hey, Donna.
That's actually quite a difficult one for me, honestly. But I think Iceland as my 5, Norway 4, Russia for 3, and then miles ahead of the rest, though, Estonia 2 and Latvia number 1, without a doubt.
So far, the panel, you've done, 2 of you have done Estonia at the top. 2 of you have done Latvia at the top. Phil and Michelle, are you going to break the deadlock?
Possibly, or possibly not, because I think we've got Norway at number 5. Let's put Sweden at number 4, Netherlands at number 3, Latvia at number 2, and Germany at number 1.
Germany.
What a how to do
No, what? I should have paid far more attention. What were your lower places? Because you had Germany. Who was your second?
Second was Latvia.
Latvia. Oh, this could go back to. And
Who
where
was
did you put
third?
Estonia?
No. Who was third?
Third was let me have a look. Third, I think, was the Netherlands.
Oh, this is getting interesting. This is getting interesting. Donna, did you have Estonia second?
Yes, I did.
Oh, and Mick, where did you have Latvia?
I think I had Latvia second and Estonia first.
Wow. Brendan, where did you have Estonia?
Oh. Estonia first, Latvia fourth.
Oh, and Sean?
Hiya. What's question?
Where did you have Estonia?
Estonia? Oh, I had that
Yeah.
in. I told you. Hang on. It's in my pad. I had Estonia in 3rd place.
Oh, this is close. You mean to say my vote could steal this one?
You're going to just manipulate it to your favour now.
I could. I'm not going
Next
to.
time we do
I
this,
know
we should do a
exactly what
proper
mine is. But I all think you've been hideously harsh to France because I have La France in la 5e place. They are claiming 5th for me. Then I am putting Malta in 4th place. In 3rd place goes Norway. In 2nd place goes Latvia. And the 1st place goes to
Go on.
Macedonia. No, I'm only joking. Estonia. Hey! Estonia for the win. Sorry. It would have been funny if I'd have given it to Macedonia. I feel like it's an anticlimax. Do you all feel cheated now? Never mind. Right, guys. 2000. It's been a ride. Elliot's just turned on. Why do I feel like I've walked into a Midwestern bar? Elliot, my friend, you have missed the greatest 85 minutes of ESC fan TV anyone is likely to ever watch. And do you know what you should do? You should go back and watch us on YouTube, which is where you can find all our past shows and all our past Retrovisions, because they are on there. And don't forget, you can follow us, keep the conversation going, not just on YouTube, but you've got Facebook, Twitter or X, Instagram and TikTok and Mastodon. And we're all going to be there chatting away. Neil says, looks like I'm the only one who thought Denmark were the winners. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Neil. Although I was slightly excited, like a little camp fairy, when XTM versus Chucky brought out the Fly on the Wings of Love remix, which I quite enjoyed dancing to. Lee is now going to watch Retrovision 98 as well. Right, guys, a massive, massive, massive thank you for this walk down memory lane. I feel suitably, I'm not going to say knowledgeable about the contest of 24 years ago. A massive thanks to Phil and Michelle.
Oh, thank you. Can I just say, you said to Elliot that he's missed the greatest 85 minutes of ESC Fan TV. Can I just say, he's missed the greatest 85 minutes of ESC Fan TV so far.
Excellent point. Excellent point.
Like it.
And Michelle, what's coming up on next on ESC Fan TV?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sean will do it. Sean will
Okay,
do it.
I can tell you that coming up on ESC Fan TV very soon, we continue our A to Z of Eurovision with, I think we're going to be on the letter B next, which is, wow, exciting. Like Belgium and Bosnia and Bulgaria and the other one. Belarus. That's the one.
Did you not forget? I love Belarus.
Okay, right. Leave it there, please. Tom, promise, don't sing ever again. And also, can I exclusively reveal the next year we're going to be doing on Retrovision, which is coming up in a few weeks' time? Who wants to know? Can we have a drum roll? Shall we do it? Next Retrovision, we're going back a little bit further to 1993. Better the W, no, than the W, no.
Well, Sean, I knew it was going to be 1993. Do you want to know why? Because I saw it in your eyes. Massive thanks to Donna.
Oh my God, what a note to end on. Thank you for this, everybody. It's been brilliant. Such good fun to get Retrovision back again. So I hope everyone else has enjoyed it.
Massive thanks to Mick.
Good night, everybody. Farewell, partners. Get on your horse and leave the town.
Big thanks to Brendan.
Thank you all for having me. It's been brilliant.
And as always, a massive thanks to Sean, who had supplied, and I do have to share this with everyone if we didn't know, the person who's kind of made this happen with all the video clips, all the intros and everything like that. He's done all the clips. He's done an absolutely fantastic job to make the show what it is. Massive thanks to Sean.
Thank you, everybody. And a note to all our viewers. I love you 100%. Yes, I do.
It's going so well. Sean, I have to remind you what happened to Michelle when she started singing.
Oh, yeah.
Right, guys, it has been an absolute blast to be with you for the last 90 minutes. That has been Retrovision 2000. We will see you on the channel very soon. In the meantime, keep the conversation going. Facebook, X, Mastodon, TikTok, YouTube. We're on all the socials. Until then, it's bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.